Hey everybody, we're here at the Alexandria Zoo and we're in the Louisiana exhibit and we're by some crocodiles and some alligators. And we're going to read a story today. It's a Cajun folktale about why alligators hate dogs. Why do you think alligators hate dogs? The story's by J.J. Reno and the pictures are by Donnie Lee Green. So here we go. Why alligator hates dog. Back in the olden days, Monsieur Cocodrie was the king of the swamps and bayous. He got plenty of respect for true. Everybody was scared of alligator's sharp teeth and his big old tail. Everybody, except for that sassy old dog. Every morning, the dog stood on his porch and he teased alligator something awful. He growled and he barked and he howled. Oh, Monsieur Cocodrie, come and get me. Oh, Monsieur Cocodrie, come and get me if you dare. Alligator did not dare go after dog. He did not want any trouble with the man who lived at dog's cabin. Monsieur Cocodrie would only thump his tail, snap his teeth, and he would hiss. Someday, that dog is going to get too close, and me, I'm going to snap him up and grind him to mincemeat. Now, one day, dog strayed too far from his safe cabin. He was hot on the trail of a rabbit. Thumpity thump, thumpity thump. Dog came running down the bank of the bayou. Rabbit was smart. She led him right up to that gator's hole. Rabbit jumped right on over. But dog did not see that hole in the dark. Shoom, thump. Dog fell down in that hole, and he found himself snout to snout with an alligator. Dog was in trouble, for true. He knew better than to do and had to do some fast talking. He wagged his tail real friendly-like, and he started to whining. Monsieur Cocodrie, ça va? How you doing? Alligator thumped his big tail and hissed, so at last you come to visit me, eh? Every evening you tease me, Monsieur Cocodrie. Come and get me if you dare. Well now, that is just what I'm gonna do, you mangy mutt. I'm gonna snap you up and grind you into mincemeat. Oh no, mon ami, that shy dog whined. I did not say come and get me. I hollered, come and get it. Each evening, man brings me a big bowl of juicy scraps, and I call out for you to come join me for supper. Come to the cabin this evening. You will see for yourself. I have a special treat for you. Monsieur Cocodrie licked his chops. But what about your master? He hissed. Don't worry, dog replied. I'll keep a close watch. If I see man coming, I'll warn you, and you can escape. Monsieur Cocodrie, he wasn't very smart. He thought with his stomach instead of his head. So he agreed to come join dog for supper. And that very evening, alligator crawled up to the bank by the cabin, and he was dragging his big old tail behind him. Dog met alligator on the porch steps, and he said, welcome, Monsieur Cocodrie. I am so happy to see you. And the alligator hissed, is man gone? Do you see my master? The dog whined. Do you hear my master? Monsieur Cocodrie looked around, and he did not see anything. He listened, and all was quiet. Dog grinned, sly as a fox. Come up, Monsieur Cocodrie. Come up and get it. That gator climbed up onto the porch, and sure enough, there was a big bowl. It was heaping full of scraps. Alligator dipped his snout into the bowl. But before he could swallow one juicy bite, Dog started up a big old ruckus. He growled and he barked and he howled. Arr! Arr! Arf! Arf! Arr! Master, come quick! Bang! Suddenly the door flew open and man came running out and he took one look at the gator and he grabbed a broom. Thwack! 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 The man whacked the alligator upside the head. Dog chomped hard on the gator's tail. Aye! Cried the alligator. Poor Monsieur Cocodrie. He barely escaped back into his hole. To this day, alligator hates dog. He floats on the water like a half-sunk log. Only his big eyes can be seen. He is waiting and watching for dog to come near. Alligator just knows that next time he won't let that dog trick him again. That gator's a whole lot smarter. And if Monsieur Cocodrie was here, he would tell you for true. If dog plays a trick, here's a little tip. How you can play it wise. When a dog teases you, don't believe him. Ignore his silly lies. Just laugh at that hound and stare him down with your great big alligator eyes. And that explains why to this day, alligator hates dog. I hope you had fun learning about alligators and crocodiles here at the zoo.
One of the amazing animals that calls our great state of Louisiana home and home here at the Alexandria Zoo is the American alligator. Now these animals are massive in size, but in their aquatic home in the swamps and marshes, we don't get to see their full body very often. They spend their time below the water. But one really cool adaptation or special feature of their body that helps them to survive is where their eyes are located. Where are your eyes located? Right on the front of your face. But imagine if your eyeballs were on top of your head. Go ahead and take your hands and turn them into fists. These are going to be your pretend eyeballs and put them right on the top of your noggin. That's where alligators' eyeballs are. And this is really important for life in the water. Because at the surface of the water, the alligator is able to keep most of his body underneath the surface and then have his eyes poking out above the water line. That way, he can relax under the water, stay nice and comfy, but still keep an eye out for delicious snacks that might be up on the shoreline that he would want to chomp down on. Alligators are carnivores and they have to eat meat to survive. And they're going to spend most of their time hunting for animals that come down to the edge of the water. So that special adaptation of having their eyeballs on their head is really important for an alligator's survival.